Hi, I'm Brendan Beery, Director of Pebble Design. There's something that's occurred to me over the last 16, 17 years of building my business, and it's really how important that a company develops a culture, that when there's a group of people working dynamically together every single day, that there's a common thread or some common values which really tie us all together, so that there's clarity between us and around the work we do, the type of work we do, and the people we do the work with. That becomes really important. And for me, I've spent some time with many of our team. We have lots of brainstorming sessions and meetings, and we've come up with 6 key aspects of what makes Pebble Design really important to us. And if our clients understand and have the same things important to them, then there's a good chance we're really going to get on well. As well as if you're a creative individual out there, designer, and wanting to, web developer, and wanting to get into the industry or join our team, these values, if they really resonate with you, then there's a good chance that we're going to get on well. So let me go through our 6 values. The first one is purposeful design. At Pebble Design, we're really known for our design effort and energy that we put into our work. For me, it's more than just design, it's purposeful design. So purposeful design means really paying attention to detail and creating good communication, effective communication, not just design for the sake of design, but really using design as one of our tools and strategies so that we can better communicate with passion that which we want to display on the websites. The second most important, or it's a really important one for me, is to openly communicate. Open communication, especially with us as a team on an everyday level. There's nothing that we don't or can't talk about. I really believe in sharing things openly and honestly so that there's no confusion and there's complete clarity with the work that we're doing, or if there's any issues going on, because if we've got something going on in the back of our head, that can distract us, the energy of what's not being said can override what it is we're trying to do. The same goes with our clients. When we're working closely with our clients, and we get passionately involved, and when we're deep in a project, we need the same level of open communication with our clients. It's quite a sensitive project or journey when you're helping develop and build someone's business, when you're helping share someone's passion and vision and the experience of what their hotel or business is through their website. It gets quite personal. So it's really important to have that direct, open line of communication at all times, whether it comes to talking and discussing money, time frames, clarity of content, even clarity of understanding how things work, because we're in a technology field where there's a lot of things that people don't want to appear silly or stupid. We have no silly questions. There is no failure and there are no silly questions. We love all questions, and every learning opportunity is exactly that. It's not a failure. It's merely helping direct us in the direction that we need to go, as opposed to treat it as a failure. So there's nothing that can be done wrong. It's all comes back to learning experiences. With doing purposeful design and really having clarity with our communication, and that clarity comes through with our work as well, in terms of clearly communicating with through the website to your customers. The important thing is, it's all very well to say that, but really it comes back to the results. And for me, it's not just how many visitors to your website, but it's understanding some smart results. So it's really looking a bit deeper than that. It's going into looking at what engagement do people have in the site. It's really tracking some key metrics throughout a website And an important aspect to bring up here is when we develop a site for a client initially, even if you don't have any idea of what your stats are, it's really about helping you understand what the metrics mean, helping you get to grips with how your website relates and performs according to many other websites. That's when you start to get smart results, when you can start to see, when I do these little actions, it drives a greater result. So it's all about, implementing good design, good clear communication to achieve some really smart results. A really key part what I've learned, I started off the business working for myself, but it's grown and grown over the years, and we're now a team of 13 and growing all the time. I've recognized, and it's not always been easy, because when there is a team of you all working on projects together, there's not always been a good team synergy. So for me, a really important value is Team Pebble, which is having a team energy involved in everyday activities. So we start the day off with a meeting just to get across what everybody's doing, what the priorities are for the day. We break our week up with some social time. We have lunch together once a week outside of the office. We have a creative session once a week to try and just, again, tap into the collective creative energy of us as a group. And it's not always necessarily specific to a job or anything, but it can be around us as a team. It's around our business, how we can do things better. By working as a team, we've also established a very complete system. And when we have a system in place that allows us to work as a team, it means that we can really help each other in many, many ways, because there's clarity with our system and there's clarity with what comes next each step of the way. And we all have different skill sets within our organization, within our group. And that's what makes our team energy really good, because for me, working as a team, you really want people who love certain aspects. We've got some people who really love coding HTML, and that's the thing they love doing most. So that's the thing they do most. But there's other aspects of the business that they don't like. For instance, maybe they don't like design. And whereas we've got other people who love design. So that's when you get to play together as a team, when you've got people who can design, who can then pass it on to someone who can code, who can then pass it on to someone who can build, and you've got someone who can look at the overall strategy, and you can make sure that you've got your search engine optimization all built in, and you've got someone managing the whole process so that it's all flowing efficiently and effectively and on time. All these things make working as a team beautiful and fun. So really important to me, working as a team. This next value is something that comes up, and it's more of a mind frame or an attitude. So when we're working on projects, I always try, and I'm the one who gets to travel a lot and get out and meet a lot of our clients and see a lot of the product, stay in a lot of the hotels. I do a lot of photography as well, so I get to travel and see all of that. And when you're there, when you're in the energy of a place, you can feel it, you can capture it, you can get a sense of it, and you can then come back and communicate that. So it is a more difficult one, which I try and share with our team, so that, and it's mindfulness. It's being able to share with our team, or to remind everybody working on projects that it's not just what we think. It's how is it going to make our clients feel, and how's it going to make their clients feel. So your customers who are ultimately looking at the website, that's what we've designed it for. We've designed it to appeal to them. So for me, keeping mindful of what we are doing is making sure that there's that level of thought going into the work that we are doing, so that we are constantly aware that the actions that we take are being seen and have an effect on hundreds of thousands of people. We get millions of people through our websites, and for me it's to keep reminding our team that the work we do is in front of millions of people every day. So you really need to be aware that every little thing that we do counts, and it's impressing and inspiring someone on some level. The next value for us is, because we're in a technology field, which is what I love. I love technology because it's always changing. It keeps us on our toes. We're always learning. We're always growing. But the fun aspect is innovation and evolution. So us as a team, we have a little ritual. We have a site of the week competition, and we give out a trophy for it, which is a lot of fun. And there's it's quite a steep competition in our office. Who can find the best site with the best, looking effects, and it's a matter of scouring the world of the best websites. So we are constantly staying on our toes to see, not just apply technology for the sake of it, but to apply technology that's going to work for hotels. How can we better and more effectively utilize technology so that it can help our clients? It can make some of their processes easy. Sometimes we can use technology in a way where it's going to save our clients hours and hours of time. So that's a really great thing in terms of utilizing technology. And because we're right in the technology field, that's when we can, when we uncover things and we do a weekly insight to all of our clients that have access to that information. So when we're finding these little tidbits of technology, we like to deliver that weekly to our clients, so that there's a little bit of information going out there all the time, so that all of our clients have the opportunity to grow and learn as we are growing and learning. We love to share our knowledge, we love to share our expertise, and we love even more to share our little discoveries that we find. And the last, that's all of our values, isn't it? So there it is. Those are the 6 values that us at Pebble Design hold dear, and we have them as large posters up in our office to remind us every day. But more importantly, it's incredible how the stories that come up during our work week, how we can relate those back to our values. So the values do help us stay true and stay focused. If this is something that sounds interesting to you, and you want to know more about us, give us a call. Let's get in touch.